During Black Friday, Amazon decided to lower their price of their already cheap Amazon Fire tablet 7-inch. This is the $50 tablet down to $35. And I was able to snag one of those things, and it actually came in before Christmas, which was my surprise because originally it was supposed to ship in and receive way later. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing and initial thoughts of the new 2015 Amazon Fire $50 or actually $35 tablet, the 7-inch tablet model. Let's check it out. This is the Amazon Fire 7-inch display. Now I picked this up during the holidays for about $35. Normally sells about 50 bucks. Even at the regular price, it's still a really good steal for a 7-inch display tablet. 7-inch obviously is the standardized tablet ever since the Nexus 7 came out, but this is the Fire tablet, which means it's functional directly within Amazon's ecosystem. We're going to do a quick unboxing of that, just kind of see what's inside. Before we go too far, we're going to talk about what's the specs. We're looking at a 7-inch display, 1024 by 600. So of course, we're not even talking about an HD display here. We do have Wi-Fi connection, of course, 8 gigs of built-in storage, but you are able to expand it with the micro USB cable, micro SD card option here up to 128 gigs. We do have front and rear cameras, so we have two cameras on here, and of course we have a quad-core processor on this. Again, not the top of the line as far as what we're looking at specs, but we're definitely looking at something for 35 bucks or even 50 bucks. You can't go wrong. So we're going to do the inaugural pulling the tab. Ah, yes. A very satisfying sound. And then we'll go ahead and pull the actual package exactly out of it. It actually is pretty much the way Amazon sets things up. It's easy to pull directly in. And I'll go ahead and throw that in there. I'll put this away. So out of the box, we're going to go ahead and do a quick look. We have the micro USB to USB cable to be able to charge it. They provide us a wall wart that'll be able to give us power directly. Let's go ahead and see how the rating on this. So it's a 1 amp, a 5 volt 1 amp charger that we're able to use. So I can almost have to say you could definitely use any PC to charge your computer, your tablet. There's no need to do anything else. And then a quick start, real quick, kind of puts it in the other way. It tells us obviously that we have a camera in the front, camera in the back. The SD card goes in on the right side. And we have here on the bottom the ability to connect the 3.5mm headphone jack here. Speakers at the bottom right there. The microphones next to it, USB and power are all connected in the same area. So let's go ahead and take out the tablet from where it's sitting. And we'll put that to the side. It's encased in plastic all around. Go ahead and open it up. So we notice right away that there's a speaker grill on the back here. One of the cameras, of course, Amazon's logo in the back, of course, all the FCC regulation part. One of the things that I didn't notice when I was looking at it at the beginning is that the actual connectors and everything they were referring to is at the top, not at the bottom. This is the front-facing camera. This is, again, the 7-inch display. Now, yeah, there's not much really way of going around this. It has a massive bezel all around the display. They could have gone definitely with a much bigger display, but again, 35 bucks, 50 bucks, you can't complain really. At the top, as we said before, headphone, volume rocker, microphone, USB connector, power, and then the back camera and the name in the front. We have the camera itself and the speaker in the back. There's not much else, no other buttons on the side, nothing on this end. And we'll go ahead and just power it on for the first time, see how long it takes to boot up. Now this came from the box right away, so I have not charged it. It should already automatically be configured to my account, as the way Amazon sets it up when you buy something directly with them, especially if you're using Amazon Prime, they configure it for you. It doesn't mean that you can't reconfigure it and give it to somebody else. It's just that when you first turn it on, it will ask you for your credentials. And of course, it's installing the latest update. I'm not sure how, since it didn't download anything, but we'll go ahead and go with that. It's still booting up. I can see here at the top left it says My Fire. Percentage-wise on the battery, it's 78%. Now it's going through the setup process. Font size, we're going to go, I'm assuming you guys can't see that on that end, so let's go with the biggest size. You're able to expand the size right there. So it's talking about English United States. We'll go ahead and continue. It's asking me to join a Wi-Fi network. And as you would expect, right out of the box, there is an update. So the first thing I needed to do is download and install the update. So we're going to resume this video as soon as we're done with the update itself. I'll power it up, make sure it's fully charged, and we'll do a quick hands-on on the actual unit itself and see how it performs after, the initial update. Well, I allowed the actual update to go through, charged up a little bit, and then we're here at the first boot. It says confirm your account TK. So basically, as I mentioned before, Amazon has a habit of basically pre-configuring their systems, especially if you buy something that's made by them, to actually be directly to you. And it already has the configuration. I'm just going to say continue. Again, it's already connected to the Wi-Fi as I set it up in the first one. Now it says set up child profile. I'm going to say not now. I'm not going to go through that process. And it says me. This is my profile. It's an adult profile. And I'm sure it's not intending for adult content. Do I want to enable location services? Why not? We'll go ahead and go through. Backup and restore, we want to turn that on. Safe Wi-Fi password to Amazon. This is something if you want to be able to back up your Wi-Fi password directly to the Amazon server. I'm going to say no, thank you very much. Autosave photos and videos. No, I don't want to back up. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and do this. This actually makes more sense because of the limitation of the size on the hard drive here. But one thing you want to keep in mind is you can expand this again later. So I'm just going to say continue. And that's connecting to social network. It's going to connect and says, do you want to connect it to Twitter? Do you want to connect it to your Facebook account? Or do you want to create a Goodreads account? We'll just go ahead and say continue for now. And again, we're greeted directly with the home screen. It's going to say welcome. Tutorial will guide you through some of the major features and functionalities of your new Fire tablet. I'm just going to say exit for now. Overall, I just want to be able to see the actual launcher and how it works. As you notice at the bottom, you have the home multitask as what we don't have anything running, and back button. From the top, we're able to bring down our notification panel, and it says your device has successfully been updated to Amazon Fire 5.1.1. Now, this is Android 5.1.1, but it is the Amazon Fire OS running that version. So keep in mind when you see 5.1.1, it's not really pure Android. It may look like it, but it's not really there. Time zone updated, we already did that. And then it says updates available for download. We'll do that later on. We notice similarities in some of the other functionalities we see in Android Lollipop. We have the slider to be able to control the brightness. Wi-Fi, airplane mode. This is blue shade as well as, I'm assuming, this is the nighttime mode that we normally have in Android. Do not disturb. Camera, of course, we can launch it straight from here. Auto rotate, help, and of course, we can go straight into the settings tab. Settings is, again, very similar to what you're normally used to in an Android-based device. You have it basically sectioned off by different areas. The first one you have is the device, the wireless, storage, power, app management, display, of course, and device options. Let's see what we have under device options. Battery percent is 100%, of course. Find My Tablet. It's something that you can turn on. This is basically kind of like locating your Android device. Backup and restore, system updates, of course. This is what we can check. And we'll go ahead and go back here. Next thing here we have this personal section, my account, profile and family library. This is where if you wanted to basically start organizing and adding a child profile to that you can have limitations to what your child or your minors are able to do on this device. Security, this is where you can set up the security, of course, keyboard and settings, sound notification, syncing device, accessibility, legal and compliance. I think there's just more information here. Let's go back home to the main screen and let's see how the Recents app, very similar again to the same way you would expect Android to run. When we go directly into that little tab where it says all my apps, you notice here it's kind of tabbed and you can actually download additional apps that you have purchased on your Amazon account. Now these are cloud-based applications, as you say apps, app updates, and then subscriptions if you have any subscription. This is all, and I say downloaded, these are the only ones that are on my device. But I say all, this is all that are available on the cloud server. This is similar again if you've ever installed an app directly using the Amazon application, it runs there. Again, the suite of Amazon applications, all here, video, app store, shopping, Silk browser, of course, games, all the different things, email, calendars, and then we have access directly into our books, and then a library of videos. This is the Amazon video library, and then games, shop. You notice they're all sectioned off here, so we can go apps, music, audiobooks. Very nice, very simple. I really can't complain too much. It's something running that's similar to Android 5.111. Well, only 5.1.1, and it's something that we're able to basically configure. Obviously you have user profile, more settings, similar things that you'd normally expect within Android. I'm going to check it out, use it for a couple of days or so, just to see how it compares to, let's say, a normal Android tablet. Again, I'm going to pop in a memory card just to see how it operates. But overall, it looks promising. Last but not least, let's go ahead and launch the camera just to make sure that it kind of works. And we'll click OK here. I'm going to switch the camera. So it does definitely work, and then we're going to just do a quick, it operates in the background. It's something that we want to keep an eye on. And then of course, we'll just bring up the menu or the navigation bar and then go home. So I'm going to start off by saying yes, as far as the interface, it's pretty simple. You've used an Android tablet before, you're going to be right at home. This is not the same interface that you've used to seeing on Amazon Fire tablets, where it's an entirely like a page system. It almost looks like it's running a normal regular launcher. You have the home, multitask, and the back button that you're reminiscent of normal Android. Now, as far as the likes and dislikes originally right out of the box, this is a $50 or normally $50, a $35 tablet. I can't expect very high expectations of it, but I'm going to comment on the things that I like and some things that I may not like. Build quality, it's not bad. It's not the best, it's not bad. Plastic, you can definitely feel the quality as far as the backing. The bezel around the screen is extremely big, so that's something that you want to keep in mind. It is a 7-inch tablet with a front-facing camera. There's also a back-facing camera. Again, not exactly the best shooters, but they do the job. It's a quad-core processor. It also has built-in the option to be able to expand it via micro SD card up to 128 gigs, which I really think is a very good plus. Not so plus. The speaker is in the back. If you try to even remotely listen to something on this and you remotely cover it up either by hand or even putting it on the table, the sound becomes really, really muffled and you almost cannot hear it. Other than that, from the few minutes that I was able to play with it, playing a video here and then just listening to music, it actually will perform pretty well. So far, it's very nice. I want to be able to load some of my applications and check it out for a few more days, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts in a review. But other than that, for $35, you really cannot beat a tablet like this. Even at $50, I think it's a really good deal. If you're definitely going to get this for somebody for Christmas, for a holiday, or even for a birthday, your parents, this can definitely serve and do you guys justice. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll give you guys a link in the description below if you'd like to pick one up for yourself. I think currently they're back to the $50 price, and for 35 bucks, I cannot complain. Worst case scenario, if I don't end up using it, it'll definitely be going to a giveaway to one of you guys in the near future. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you used something like this, an Amazon Fire tablet? Now, I've seen Root Junkie put out some videos as far as rooting it, installing a custom ROM on it, and doing many things. Again, for the price point, I think this is going to be a very popular device. I'll see you guys in the next one.